iOS and Apple users, there is good and there is bad news. Yeah, I recommend you keep watching this video or I'm going to spank you. iOS 17 came out quite some few weeks ago, or should I say during the Apple's or a week after Apple's iPhone 15 event. Now, the good news is simply how Apple fixed temperatures while charging and overall temperature and charging issues on the 15 series and every other phone with 17.0.3. And then the bad news is the fact that there are now Wi-Fi issues on iOS. Yeah, basically what it entails is that your Wi-Fi keeps going on and off. I don't know if any of you noticed that, but it affects me a lot lately, and Tech and other YouTubers mentioned that on X or Twitter. So now, like, you could miss important notifications for those that use Wi-Fi without really like turning on mobile data, like me. So like, hopefully we get to see 17.0.4, although these are too many software releases for just, the initial release of iOS 17, too many fixes. But it's good to have a company like Apple that takes, fixes seriously. Yeah, I mean, the response time is relatively short compared to other manufacturers, so we could respect them for that. Yeah. And speaking of the second, I said the good news about charging, let me tell you what Apple did. We had temperature issues like before the iPhone 15 series even came out. That was like on iOS 16 especially, where you see the phone reaches 80% and gets stuck at 80%. But now that's no longer the case. How did Apple do it? Now, first of all, before I go into that, I did a video recently, I'll tag it up here, and I showed that on most previous iPhone generations, iOS 17 has more performance, or it has a kind of performance boost over iOS 16, which is a good news. Yeah, it's good to see Apple not throttling the devices anymore as they update them, thanks to that lawsuit in the past. Now, what Apple did about the temperature and charging is that they turned off power delivery as soon as the device reaches 80%. Power delivery is basically what lets you charge your iPhone at 15 watts, 18 watts, 20 watts, the whole fast charging stuff with Type-C. Yeah, that's basically power delivery. So most times your phone can charge normally from like 10% up to 80% with fast charging, and it's nice. Yeah, it runs, it saves time, and it doesn't give you that temperature warning. Not really, except maybe you use your phone while charging it before it will give you that warning below 80%, that it can't charge your phone anymore, that it has to pause charging. But now at 80%, let's agree that power delivery is not really necessary anymore. Yeah, at that point you have enough charge to serve most of your needs. 20% more won't really make a big difference. And we all know that even with power delivery or 20 watts or fast charging, charging beyond 80% is relatively slower than charging, from 10% to 80%. So with power delivery turned off, your phone can charge more comfortably above 80% and at a slower rate, because fast charging rates aren't necessary anymore at that point, and also keeping your device cool and keeping your battery safe. Yeah, temperatures have been known to cause permanent and severe damage to lithium-ion batteries ever since batteries were invented. So that's a good one from Apple. Funny enough, it's a very subtle change on the new iOS 17.0.3. They might have even brought that before then. Maybe I just didn't notice. But how I noticed is that I use a power bank that has 20 watts output, and there's an indicator that shows when it's supplying, fast charging voltage and wattage. But 3 times I tested it, as soon as it clocked 80%, the fast charging indicator went off and it charged normally. I noticed that actually my phone was much cooler than usual at 80%. Yeah, so nice one, Apple. Anyways, I just said let me just throw some light on this. Hopefully for the Wi-Fi issues, we see 17.0.4 soon, or we might have to wait a bit longer, but still close for 17.1. Yeah, and I know Apple, they'll fix it. Yeah, so keep calm and let me know if there are other issues we need to talk about. And thanks for watching the video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I Haadi out.